Introduction to Gautam Adani and Wisdom in Leadership. Welcome, listeners. Today we dive into a story of ambition, insight, and steady guidance. Gautam Adani is known for turning modest beginnings into a global enterprise. What makes him inspirational is not only the size of his company, but the way he thinks about wisdom and leadership. He once said that success is built on learning from every failure and that a leader must stay curious. In this chapter, we look at his early life, the spark that shaped his approach, and how wisdom guided every decision. Story: in 1988, while still a student, Adani started buying scrap metal. He was only 15. With no capital, he relied on information from old newspapers and small conversation threads. His wisdom was to act when he saw a hidden opportunity. The principle here is clear. Keep your eyes open for unseen value and trust data over hype. Key Principle 1: Curiosity as a compass. Adani emphasizes the power of asking questions, looking at market data, and spotting trends before they are obvious to others. A leader who questions assumptions has a competitive advantage. For listeners, take action now. Pick one industry you are interested in and research what has changed over the last 5 years. Write down the patterns you notice. Ask yourself why those patterns exist and how they might evolve. Takeaway: learning from the past, being curious, and asking clear questions lay the foundation for wise decisions. Like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom and leadership guides. Reflective question: when was the last time you asked a question that changed the direction of your life? Chapter 2: Core Principles of Wisdom and Leadership. Gautam Adani has shared several clear ideas about what makes a wise leader. Let us distill them into 3 to 5 actionable pillars that you can apply today. 1. Data-driven vision. Use numbers, research, and trend analysis to set realistic goals. Adani reminds us that a vision without data is a dream without roadmaps. 2. Long-term thinking. Focus on outcomes that may take years to materialize. He invests heavily in infrastructure that delivers value over decades, not quick sales. 3. Risk balance. Take calculated risks, but always have insurance. Adani's early venture into shipping was backed by an analysis of fuel costs, shipping lanes, and geopolitical risks. He never took blind chances. 4. Network cultivating. Build relationships with stakeholders, customers, suppliers, and competitors. His ability to negotiate favorable terms with governments shows the power of a strong network. 5. Sustainability focus. He invests in clean energy because it protects future prospects. In leadership, this means considering the long-term impact on society and the environment, not just immediate profits. Story: when Adani entered the port sector, he faced a market that was heavily regulated. He assembled a board of diverse experts, engineers, economists, lawyers, to create a comprehensive strategy. The result was the construction of a port that handled a record volume in its first year. The principle at work: wisdom is in the collaboration of diverse insights. Motivational insight. A wise leader learns to listen more than speak and uses the wisdom of others to shape a resilient strategy. How to apply: choose one of the principles and write a personal strategy. For example, if you choose data-driven vision, list 5 data sources you will consult before making a career move or a business decision. Keep it simple and review progress monthly. Takeaway: wisdom is not a single tactic, but an integrated system of curiosity, data, long-term focus, balanced risk, and network value. Like, share, and subscribe to stay inspired. Reflective question: which of these pillars aligns most closely with your current mindset, and how can you strengthen it in the next month? Chapter 3: Applying Wisdom in Real Life. Gautam Adani's career is a textbook of wisdom applied to real, complex situations. Let us examine 3 key moments that illustrate how he translated principles into action. 1. The scrapping phase. He started a scrapyard that eventually became a global commodity trader. The lesson here is small beginnings. Focus on mastering a single aspect before scaling. 2. The power plant investment. In 2000, Adani invested in a coal power plant while the country was under energy scarcity. He used detailed demand forecasts and policy timelines to secure a long-term contract. Wisdom: don't just follow market trends, anticipate them. 3. The solar and wind shift. Recognizing a future shift to green energy, he launched several solar farms before the policy had fully evolved. The result? He secured subsidies and built a leading position in renewable power. Wisdom in action. Lead the wave instead of riding it. For listeners, replicate this by choosing a small niche that you understand deeply. Master it, build credibility, and then expand. Motivation. Greatness starts when you become the best at a single discipline and then use that expertise to influence larger systems. Practical example. If you are a software developer, specialize in one programming language or framework. Get certified, build a portfolio, then begin offering consulting services or building a startup in that niche. Takeaway: deep expertise and foresight create opportunities that others miss. Wisdom is turning specialized knowledge into strategic advantage. Like, share, and subscribe to grow your leadership wisdom. Reflective question: what niche are you currently exploring, and how can you deepen your expertise to create larger impact? Chapter 4: Applying Wisdom for Today's World. The modern world offers unprecedented speed and complexity. Yet Gautam Adani's principles remain relevant. Here's how you will turn his timeless wisdom into everyday practice. 1. Building a learning mindset. Watch courses, read reports, and ask mentors. Adani often attends industry events to stay updated on regulations and technology. 2. Leveraging data in decision-making. Use free tools like Google Analytics, market research reports, or industry white papers, and compare the numbers before you act. 3. Networking strategically. Join professional groups, participate in webinars, and engage on social media. Every conversation can spark an opportunity. 4. Cultivating resilience in risk. Set aside contingency funds, diversify your skill set, and create backup plans for your projects. 5. Staying ahead of sustainability. Align your personal or business decisions with environmental goals, whether that means using renewable energy at home, recycling, or investing in green products. Story: a recent case shows a small company pivoting from traditional manufacturing to biodegradable packaging after one customer request. By listening and being data-driven, they captured a whole new market. The lesson: listen, analyze, act. Motivation: today's leaders must adapt, learn, and act quickly while not losing sight of the future. Wisdom is balancing speed with thoughtfulness. How to apply: choose one area of your life and conduct a weekly review. Assess what data you lack, who you should speak to, and whether your actions align with a sustainable future. Write down 3 small actions for the next week. Takeaway: your everyday habits shape your leadership potential. Weave curiosity, data, risk balance, networking, and sustainability into daily routines. Like, share, and subscribe for continued inspiration. Reflective question: what is one immediate change you can make this week that reflects the wisdom principles of data, risk, network, and sustainability? Chapter 5: Looking ahead in the final takeaway. We have explored Gautam Adani's philosophy on wisdom and leadership. Curiosity, data, long-term vision, risk balance, network power, and sustainability focus. To finish, let us recap and look forward. Recap: start with curiosity. Ask questions before you act. Ground your vision in clear data so your goals are realistic. Think long-term, even if the payoff is years away. Balance risk with careful analysis and insurance. Develop a diverse network that opens doors and offers protection. Commit to sustainability. Your legacy and your stakeholders' future depend on it. The next step is to transform these ideas into personal growth. Create a leadership action plan. Set measurable goals, schedule learning sessions, identify mentors, track risk, and measure impact on sustainability. Revisit this plan every month. Final motivational insight: wisdom is not a destination but a continuous journey. Every decision you make, big or small, can be viewed through the lens of those core pillars and refined by ongoing learning. Thank you for listening. Like, share, and subscribe for more wisdom and leadership stories. Remember, your path to leadership is paved by your daily choices. Reflective question: what is the first action you will take today to bring more wisdom into your leadership, and how will you measure its impact?